Alright guys, it's Dokkan time, and today we're going to be going through both of the builds for Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then for also the Ultra Instinct Goku, which both release for their EZAs on the 30th, which is in less than 3 days at the time of recording and posting, at 11:30 p.m. That's on Tuesday, by the way. Pacific Standard Time. It's probably going to be Wednesday for a lot of people. But, so just a quick thing, you know, try to get into it real quick. As far as Vegeta's build goes, he's primarily a full additional build. If you have a 55%, I would honestly just kind of give him the dodge because he's lacking a lot of his defense from dupes and from his gold equipment slot. So there is that to keep in mind. You can just give him an additional. That is perfectly fine. There's no reason you can't do that. In fact, I would almost still suggest you give him additional rather than the dodge. I just put the dodge in here for the 55% build because it's easier, and there's still nothing wrong with it. You can still do it reliably, being okay. As far as his like full like 2 dupe plus build, I really don't see any reason to give him full dodge. At least not right now. Maybe if we get a huge meta curve, but at the time of writing and recording, I would honestly say a full additional build is the way to go. Give him a defense orb of level +5, like 5, 6, 7, you know, whatever the highest level the defensive orb he got for his bronze. I don't see any reason not to. He does have anniversary equips, I will say that. I'll just go over to my game real quick if it'll, or you know, it just won't be loaded and I'll look dumb. I'll just go over to my game and show you the anniversary equips while this is loading. So the same thing will be with Goku. His builds could be full dodge though. With Goku, he doesn't have a defense to really wrap around, but for his 55% build, I would kind of suggest going for additionals. He already has level 5 additional as an AGL unit. So I would say it's a pretty safe bet to go for more, you know, to build upon it. Let's go ahead and go take a look here. So on my Ultra Instinct Goku, I don't have the anniversary equips attached to him. I probably should. Not that one. I'm not wasting that on him. He does have an anniversary equip. Where is it? So anniversary equips you get from a special event. This is one of them. It gives him a defense of 600 plus defense and gives him additional. Now, my Goku is built full dodge. Now, I would not necessarily say that's a good build. It's not a bad build. It's entirely up to you. I have very poor RNG. I have very, very poor RNG, and my units just don't like to dodge for me. And this guy has nearly 100% chance to dodge, and he has still died on me before. So, I mean, I can tell you without a doubt that depending on the player, you'll change your build up. As far as Vegeta goes, he does also have pretty much the same thing. He does have his, you know, anniversary equip, which gives him more defense, and then he gets more additional. So I would suggest you equip those anniversary equips regardless of how my build choice is for you in today's video. Just keep that in mind to equip those anniversary equips. You can get those anniversary equips over, let me see if I can go find it real quick here. You can get those anniversary equips in the, it'll take forever to go find, isn't it? In this fight right here, in the 8th anniversary battle, you go to here, and you'll be able to get it from, I believe, the 6th anniversary event, because that's the one that they are from. So once you complete those and their missions, you will be able to get the equips. So just make sure that you go ahead and do those to get those equips. Finish these fights and you'll get those free, very good level 6 plus equips with extra defense orbs and so on and so forth. So with that all being said, you got your general idea. Let's go ahead and go over all of their kits, and hopefully one of these builds will work for you. So let's start with Goku. Just to keep global players ahead of the game, Tech, Omen Goku, and AGL LR Jiren are going to be 200% leaders for this guy, and are probably the most ideal units to lead with on JP, and eventually will with Global. But for right now, Global, this is your options right now. Beast Gohan, AGL Future Boys, Super Saiyan 3, Goku down here. 23rd World Tournament Goku. Not crazy options, but obviously Beast Gohan runs himself. And that is another thing. I don't have slot suggestions for these guys because they pretty much run themselves. You can run them together on several teams. Goku's pretty much just a dodge unit that he's a dodge tank. He dodges, he crits, he does damage. He's just him. And the same thing with Vegeta. I don't feel like they need slot suggestions because their teams are obvious. Their placements are obvious. Who they link with is obvious. It's pretty straightforward if you have the units. So he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and then has a 50% chance to perform a crit. And then he raises allies' crit chance by 7% for the turn on 12 key. On 18 key, he massively raises his attack, and then has a high chance of performing a crit still, and then raises all allies' chance to crit for 7% for 2 turns. So he has off-rotation support for critical. So theoretically, if he double supers on the attacking current rotation, if he's in slot 1, all the other 2 units on the rotation will have a 14% extra chance to crit. Attack and defense 200%, plus additional attack and defense 77. Key plus 7 evades enemies' attacks for 1 turn from entry, so he auto dodges turn 1. 77% chance to dodge after that, and then plus an additional chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack, plus 7% within the same turn with each attack. So it was proven by Proton that this stacks along with the 77% up here. So after 3 dodges, you basically have a 100% chance to dodge almost. So yeah, he doesn't really need dodge as long as he dodges 3 other supers or 3 other attacks. So I mean, you don't really need to give him dodge. He pretty much auto dodges. You want to go for full additional with Goku. Key plus 2 up to 10, plus additional defense plus 30% with up to 150% with each attack evaded. So every time he evades, he gets more defense. Plus additional attack plus 77% when forming a crit, and when activating an active skill or when key is 24 or more. So hit 24 key and he auto crits. Doesn't need crit in his hidden potential. If HP is 77% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, he revives with 77% HP recovered when the character or ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd. He then has plus an additional key plus 7 attack and defense plus 77% after him or an ally's revival skill is activated, and then he evades enemies' attacks, including super attack, within the next attacking turn after the character's revival skill is activated. So he auto dodges twice. He can auto dodge twice. He does also have an active skill, greatly raise attack, blah blah blah, HP 50% over starting from the 4th turn. The active skill isn't that great. But yeah, he pretty much is a great, perfect partner with Vegeta. They have like 5 links going off here. Godly Power, Prepare for Battle, Turn of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So let's go take a look at Vegeta. Oh, you know what? Before we go look at Vegeta, let's go ahead and look at the defense numbers for Goku. So this is a defense number with anniversary equipment, 200%, rainbowed, and 40% support. So he can have a good start of turn defense, but if you didn't notice, he doesn't get any defense on super. And unless he actually revives, his defense is pretty low. If he gets hit with any 9th anniversary super, you're dead. You're a goner. It's a dodge or die instance. 800k is nice, but he doesn't have damage reduction. He doesn't have guard. So if a super attack does hit him on that small chance that he couldn't dodge. You will die, 100%, unless he has type advantage. Then you might survive depending on the damage. But full build up after just dodging less than 700k, these numbers will go dramatically down based on if you only have a 55%, based on if you have no dupes, no anniversary equips, not on a 200%. I mean, you can, for example, if you have a 55% copy and you still did all of this, 200% lead, max link level, ideal link partner, 40% support, anniversary equipment, 55%, you're probably losing at least 200k defense. Dupes do matter. Dupes do matter. So if that means after full build up above 77% HP, you're still only at 600k defense. So he is truly a dodge or die unit, but he does do good damage, and he pretty much should always dodge. If he doesn't dodge, I would be honestly a little bit surprised. But RNG is RNG. You never know what'll happen. So, let's go ahead and go look at Vegeta now that you've seen Goku's defense. Vegeta is going to be roughly the same. He's also going to have Tech Omen, Goku, and Jiren as 200% options on JP. And these are the global options. No, he is not on Beasts 200%. He is on the 200% for Piccolo. He's on 200% for transforming Super Saiyan Vegeta, AGL Blue Boys, and then Super Saiyan Full Power Goku. Then everyone else, I would say, is a little bit kind of niche 200%. It's up to you if you want to run them on those. Vegeta will not always be at 200% based on these leaders. Most of the time you will be running him 170, more than likely. Now, he is a powerful comeback and reps of Universe 7 180 lead. On 12 key, he greatly raises defense for 1 turn. And then he also has a 50% chance on 12 key and 18 key. And then he raises allies crit chance by 7% on 12 key and off rotation by 7% on 18 key. As you can see, there is clear similarities between him and Ultra Instinct Goku. Attack and defense plus 200%, key plus 7, guards all attacks for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, launches an additional attack that has a 77% chance for going super, reduces damage received by 50%, plus an additional damage reduction of 10% up to 30% within the same turn of each attack received or evaded. So he could potentially have 80% damage reduction, but he has to dodge or get hit 3 times to hit that 80%. Otherwise, he just has 50%. Don't get me wrong, that's still very good. He has key plus 3 up to 10, plus an additional attack and defense plus 3% up to 120 with each attack performed, and then plus an additional attack plus 77% and performs a crit when activating the active skill or when key is 24 or more. So once again, hit 24 key and he auto crits. Revives with 77% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd once, only starting from the character's next attacking turn after the character receives an attack 5 or more times in battle. So in order for Vegeta to revive, he has to get hit 5 times. It's not dodge. He has to get hit. So this is the one part of his passive that does matter, that he does get hit. Plus additional key plus 7 attack and defense plus 77% starting from the turn in which the character or an ally's revival skill is activated. And then guards all attacks within the next attacking turn after the character's revival skill is activated. So as far as I'm aware, this still activates even if, say, Ultra Instinct Goku revived. As long as the character's revival skill is activated, his revival skill is technically activated, and therefore he gets this guard. So he's always guarding. He's always got the 50% damage reduction, up to potentially 80% damage reduction. And with all of that being said, I mean, let's look at his defense numbers here, guys. I mean, anniversary medals, once again. Anniversary medals, 200% full link rainbow. 2.5 million defense with guard and 50 to 80% damage reduction. Get out of here. Mind you, you know, start of turn defense 800. Okay, I'm not even gonna try and sugarcoat this. As long as he's got post super defense behind him, even without the extra damage reduction, the guard plus the 50%. I mean, even only at 600k defense, that's crazy. That's really good. So I mean, post super, he's fine. Especially on double super, he's at 1.2 million defense. If he triple super, he's at 1.6. And then after he revives, he can potentially hit up to 2 million defense. So, I mean, I don't see an issue with him. But once again, mind you, 55% is going to be a lot lower. 55%, dock this down like 200 to 400k defense, and that'll be your numbers. Those are still very impressive numbers. They're still very good. I would honestly say that even on his 55% build, you should just give him additional, man. Really, I don't see a reason to really give him dodge. I don't think he needs it right now as of current time frame of, really speaking on the units. I think he's perfectly fine without the dodge. I think you can go full additional without worrying too much. Obviously, RNG is RNG, but that's just my suggestion. With all of that being said, these two units come out in 2.5 days after recording and publishing this video. With Vegeta, once again, I suggest full additional. Give him a defense orb in his bronze slot. Go up to as high as you can on that defense orb. And as far as his 55% goes, either full dodge or full additional. I would say if you got the silver slot for it, give him a additional level 5 and then a little bit of dodge. You can just go ahead and act it, put in the defensive orb in his bronze slot, give him the additional, and assume that you're going to be playing up to getting dupes, playing ahead. But yeah, you can go either or route. And as far as Goku goes, he's pretty much full additional. I think you should go full additional with him. I don't think he needs the extra dodge, but I do understand the dodge agenda. A lot of dodge advocates really do prefer the dodge. Personally, if you got a 55% copy, I would just give him the extra additional because he's already got 5 additional in his kit. So give him a higher chance to additional super and just do more damage. So. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. That's my suggestions on both of the EZAs for Ultra Instinct, Goku, and Vegeta. And let me know if you have any other questions. Have a good day and a good night.